Hello everyone, Lester here again, bringing you another video that I think you will find rather interesting because I don't think this is a topic that is commonly discussed under the context of hero players. Um, and the topic of today is just like, what do you do if your opponent has like evenly matched and you are like, you don't have anything to stop it, right? And one of the first things that I want to say, and I really don't want it to, I don't I don't want to for you two guys to take it like an excuse or like as a meme, but like I really mean it when I say like one of the first things you gotta understand about Yu-Gi-Oh is this a rather complex game, and there are a lot of variables that use that may be out of your control and you cannot like account for everything. And like I said, this is not an excuse because the context for this video is that maybe you are getting evenly matched on like game one, right? Because you should totally account for evenly matched in the context of side decking, because even though evenly matched is not a very popular main deck option, it sure does, like, it sure is a very popular side deck option. So you should be accounting for that. But let's say this is like you're playing some random player with some random deck that is actually maining evenly matched, and it's using it as a surprise factor, as a cheese factor, to see like how much value he can get out of it from their opponent, like on an unsuspecting opponent. And I think one of the things that the evenly matched has is that it gets more mileage or gets more value the more inexperienced or the more flustered a player is, because they don't know how to handle the situation. So, um, one of the things that you gotta understand when you're put into this situation is that first and foremost, you have to stay calm, right? Because I feel like it's very easy to get flustered in the heat of the moment, and whenever your opponent just activate evenly match, just take a deep breath, relax. I mean, it has already happened, right? There's no turning back from it. So just stay calm, stay cool, and just remember what I'm about to tell you, right? And also, one important thing that you gotta understand about this situation is that you are not going to die this turn, okay? That is something that is very important. You are not going to die this turn. So, because your opponent has essentially traded their battle phase in order to break your board. And all your like following efforts should go towards rebuilding your board. And I know that this is going to sound really strange because you're gonna be like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? I spent like 90% of my resources to build this board, and now it's getting wiped out. Like, what the hell am I going to do on the next turn? And like, while yes, it's true that you spend a lot of resources, I think this is one of the parts where like having a good deck building matters a lot. And I'm gonna show you something that maybe you didn't know that this was possible, and now that you will know what I'm about to do, will like open your horizons for other possibilities for whatever matchup you're facing, right? So for the showcase, for the demonstration of this particular scenario, I have built this board with the standard pieces that you could build this board with, right? Which is would be fairies plus Stratos, and we have like the favorite contact set, and Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer has been special summoned during the standby phase, and because he was summoned on Wonders Driver zone, we have reset the Miracle Fusion, and we also have like two non-engine that we drew on our opening hand, and we set it with the assumption that it will make our board stronger, right? But let's say you're on your opponent's main phase, right? And your opponent just starts like just says, man, I want to like leave the main phase, and you would be like, okay. And then she just says battle phase, and then all kind of terrifying stuff invade your mind because like you know what's coming, right? And then declares the end of battle phase and then activates evenly match, and now you're like, damn, what do I do? I mean, just to address the elephant in the room, the first thing that you should be doing in this case is chaining Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer effect to just pop some of your cards so they don't get banished. But the second thing that I think you should be doing in this case is chaining a favorite contact. And I know this is going to sound rather questionable because you're gonna say like, what the hell are you doing, man? Like, why are you even going to summon? And if you summon something, it's not gonna matter because it's gonna get banished. And yes, while it's true that whatever we summon it will get banished, the important part of activating this card is that is what are we going to accomplish by doing this. So in this, in I mean, unless your opponent is like chaining something, which I don't think it's gonna be happening because they would just want to get the max value out of the evenly match, we're gonna be resolving the chain. And what is gonna happen is like we're gonna resolve the favorite contact, and for this I know this is maybe gonna blow a little bit your mind, but look, what you're gonna do is return the Infernal Rage, the Neos, and the Fairies, the Malicious, the Wake Up, the Shadow Mist. Keep the Malicious engraved, he's fine there. Let the Liquid Soldier, the Vion, the Increase. And you should keep the Denier too. You can return this, the Cross Crusader, and the Stratus, right? And why not? Like we're gonna return the Wonder Driver too, and the Sunrise. We're going to press the eject button right here, and if you haven't figured what we're doing, we're special summoning the second wake up from our extra deck, and and yes, this is one of the reasons why you should be always playing two of this in your extra deck for this specific scenario too. I mean, in my opinion, you have to play two because you use one for the combo and another one for the close up, for the close up, like this the slap back. Well, I don't know how you want to say it, like the clap back, right? The clap back. Um, so yeah, we're resolving this, and all of this goes back into your extra deck. You recycle all of these cards, and you return all of these cards too into the bottom of your deck. So we're resolving the chain, and then you're gonna resolve the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, and you would say like, dude, this is amazing, right? Then I would be like destroying the wake up so I can save the wake up too, and I gonna get like in a special summon after I get evenly matched, right? And honestly, that would be pretty nice, pretty cool. But sadly, it's not gonna work that way because favorite contact is not a fusion summon. It's just a special summon by returning the materials that would make a proper fusion summon. So no, what you want, what I think you want to pop with this, I mean, you also would be thinking, well, I could pop the favorite contact and recycle it with like the Infernal Rage next turn. And I mean, you could do that, but what I think you should be popping in this particular scenario is popping the Miracle Fusion because sadly we reset it in the hopes of using it next turn, but in the contest, I mean, we didn't know that we are going to get evenly matched, right? So we're popping the Miracle Fusion so we can find a way to like reuse it on our next turn. So these cards are being popped, and that's Chainlink 2. Now Chainlink 1 is resolving. You have to banish for the evenly match. And what I think you should be keeping on the board is the Dark Glow, or if you have like the, I mean, I did the Mask Hero Dark Glow version of this combo, but if you have Plasma, because you thought that Plasma is a stronger option for the deck you're facing, you should be keeping whatever, let's say, Floodgate Hero monster that you have summoned on the board, because that is what it's gonna net you the most value, because that's probably one of the pieces that they wanted to like get out of it the most. So you're gonna banish face down the wake up. Sadly, we have to say bye to the droplet, bye to the infinite impermanence, and bye to the favorite contact. And now this is your board, right? This is what you end on. And you can, I mean, you have like the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer for your follow up. And we just left the denier and the malicious on gray because on the next turn you have a free body because return all the malicious that we used. So you don't have to start from zero. And also we kept the denier because on the chance that your opponent like summons SP Little Knight and decides to banish the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, it doesn't matter because we already used Phoenix Enforcer's effect. So it's gonna get back something on the next standby phase, and that would be like the denier, and you could like return the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer that was banished. So yeah, in you keep the dog low, and it like I think this is the most value you're gonna get because like I said, your opponent still has to do their plays, and whatever they do, like all the resources gonna get banished because you still have this, and you will be able to rebuild something on the next turn. So I mean, obviously this is not a good situation to be in, but I feel like we have like um mitigated to the most the amount of damage that this card would have done otherwise, because I feel like a lot of people would have like let everything vanish and keep like the favorite contact in like hoping that the non-target pop was going to be enough to stop their turn, which I don't think it's gonna be enough, right? So I think this is the best value you can get out of this situation, and if like you have like a follow-up for next turn, you can still play, because like I said, you have the malicious, you can banish a special summon another one, and you still have like a normal summon. You can like I mean, obviously if nothing happens to the DP, it will also come back, and then you could like cross Crusader and search for something, or like make the Wonder Driver if you play two. That's one of the reasons why I played two. I mean, even though you only play one in this particular scenario, you return the Wonder Driver, so it shouldn't be an issue. So, but what I want to say is like you can definitely come back from this kind of situation. Probably not like I said, not the most favorable one, but I feel like by keeping these kind of monsters on the field, you get like more value out of it. So yeah, this is my recommendation of what you should be doing if you get into this particular scenario. Um, Remember, if you like what you see, just like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and uh, thank you for watching. And I hope you found this video useful, right? So if you guys like this kind of content, just tell me in the comments. I may be doing more videos like this so I can help more people on certain particular scenarios that are kind of problematic for this deck. So just tell me what you think, right? This is Blaster signing out.